Well, listen, brother, I'm sitting here doing a podcast for a active student athlete. You know, I'm actually I'm on the podcast of an act. I mean, nothing like this ever existed.
What's up? Welcome to another episode of Travis on the Show. I'm Travis on the. What up, Boog?
What's that?
Not much. On today's episode, we're going to speak with the Heisman Trophy winner, Desmond Howard, recap my last game against Kansas, and more, so stay tuned. Before we get into today's episode, we're trying out a new segment called Gas or Trash. Well, it's really gas, mid, or trash. But anyways, you understand it now. Yeah. Where we'll be tasting and ranking random snacks. Today's snacks are all the way from Japan. All right, this is the container. First snack is, can't tell you what it is. It just look like gummies in the packet.
Meigum Gummy No Wa.
We're gonna see what this talking about. Let me make sure I open my jar. Hey, no, this don't smell good for real. Let's see what this is. You ready, bro?
Yeah, let's go for it. Kind of tough. Tastes not bad.
It tastes like something I ate before. It's not trash.
It's mid.
Yeah, this mid.
It's mid.
This is mid candy.
Flavor good, texture a little tough. You know. Mid.
Mid.
Yeah.
Next candy. I don't know if it's candy. All right. This is not candy. It's a snack though. Boredom Everyday Burger. It smell like.
Smell of chocolate.
I don't know if I want to eat the whole thing though.
Little chocolate burgers.
Are you ready?
Yeah, let's go for it. This one's not bad. If you're a chocolate man. But I don't know if I can eat this every day all day.
It tastes like dark chocolate.
Yeah, it's like something I would have to have a drink with.
That's all right. I ain't got no more water though.
Bang.
Bang, bang. Yeah, that's all right, man. That right there is trash.
Yikes.
What you got?
I was gonna say mid.
Yeah, definitely trash.
Ah,
Yeah, trash.
my brother don't like it.
All right, why you got so many of these in here though?
I ain't look like some tampons.
Why we got so many of these? Salted egg yolk? Nah, I'm not eating that. Why you got me messed
Salted
up?
egg yolk.
Yeah, nah. They tripping.
Cookie roll. Hey, man.
Nah, what do y'all got me? I don't even try this stuff with my girl.
First of all, the packaging is weird.
All right. Well, we got to try a tampon. All right.
Bro.
All right. This is the last snack. It is a Tokyo salted egg yolk cookie roll. I'm scared of this, bro.
Man, I know, right?
This junk funky. Smell like salted egg yolk.
Gotta take a deep breath before I bite this.
Bro, I can't eat this, bro. Ready, bro?
Go for what you know. It tastes better than it look.
It tastes better than the smell. Tastes like just a cracker.
Yeah. Let me go for a second bite.
Yeah.
Got a little feeling on that one.
You don't taste the filling though.
No, but I know it's there.
It don't taste like nothing.
You know, to be honest with you,
Just
this
a
might be the
cracker.
best one out of all three, maybe.
Yeah, definitely the best one.
It was least expected, though. But I gotta keep it real. This might have been the best of the three.
It was the stinkest, but it was the best.
Eat the stink.
No, it was definitely the best one though. Yeah. The salted egg yolk. Gas.
Let me go for third bite.
Look, he eating the third bite. We ain't do that on all the other ones. Yeah. Gas.
They on to something.
I want a piece of that company right there. Let me call them. We're gonna start selling salted egg yolk in the stores.
There you go.
All you need is some milk.
With the Travis Hunter partnership.
You
Take it to a new level.
Nah, that's actually good though. Now it's time to welcome Heisman Trophy winner, college football Hall of Famer, Super Bowl champion, and Super Bowl MVP, Desmond Howard, to the show. Let's go. How you doing?
Man, everything is good, brother. No complaints. This is our busy season. So just on that college football grind,
Well, we're gonna get into some questions. What do you remember most about your Heisman winning season at Michigan?
So we played Boston College at their spot, and I scored 4 touchdowns. I caught 3, and I had a kickoff return for a touchdown. Right? It was like that 21 up there in Ann Arbor. He's a pretty good player. The very next week, we hosted Notre Dame. In that game, I scored 2 touchdowns. One was a reverse, and then the second one which was like one of the most popular catches in the history of Michigan football, if not the NCAA period, was a 4th and inches. So it's 4th and inches, and my coach, Gary Muller, had a decision to make, and he called a timeout, called us to the sideline, and they actually got a recording of this too, so you can hear the recording. But anyway, back then, Michigan was known to run the ball a lot, like all the time. He called us to the sideline and said, we're going to throw the hitch to Desmond. So that was our play, a hitch. He said, but if they swing the coverage or reverse the coverage to Desmond's side, then check to a run. And I was the only receiver out there. So we were a couple of tight ends, fullback, tailback, and me wide right. And so the DB was about 8 yards off of me. So I look at Elvis, the quarterback. He look at me. We like, it's on. So he didn't check. At the snap of the ball, boom, he drops back. I go off the ball. The DB, the cornerback, rotates up on my nose. The safety rotates over the top. So at this point, I know my adjustment is a fade route. So I make the corner miss, and I fade. Now, Elvis is about to throw the hitch, but thank God we were on the same page even this early in the season. It's only the second game. He's about to throw it. He reloaded, and he threw the ball into the back of the end zone. And all you see is these 2 Notre Dame players chasing me. And I just lay out. I'm horizontal to the ground, and I catch the ball on my fingertips for the touchdown. And at that, bruh, it was on. Trav, it may not be a big deal now because Sports Illustrated is not really that thing, but back then, the next Wednesday, the following Wednesday, I was on the cover of Sports Illustrated. I was a Heisman candidate, and then when you opened up Sports Illustrated, it was like a fold out of me horizontal catching that ball. So here I am. I scored 4 touchdowns against Boston College. You're like, yeah, that 21 in Ann Arbor, he's a pretty decent player. I scored 2 against Notre Dame. Now I became a Heisman candidate. So that's the first one, the 4th and inches against Notre Dame, and then the second one is the punt return against Ohio State, which is when I did the pose, which I've seen you do several times, young man.
Oh, yeah, we was just about to ask you about this pose.
Yeah.
Was it planned, or was it just the spur of the moment? You was just like, oh, let me do it. Or did you have it in the back of your mind like, yeah, I'm going to do this once I get another touchdown?
Nah, Trav, it's a good story behind that one too. So here I am about to
yeah, we listening.
I'm dating a gymnast, right? So I'm dating yeah, bro. Word is bond. I'm dating this gymnast, and I said, it'd be cool if you taught me how to do a backflip. And so, and she actually taught me how to do a backflip. So I thought it would be like the bomb if I ever broke out in the open and I got a chance to like stop at maybe the 1 yard line and backflip into the end zone. And so that's what I wanted to do. And here I am against Ohio State, the biggest rivalry in all the sports. And I'm from the state of Ohio. And here I am. I got this punt return. I'm in the open. And pretty much I'm like, yeah, you should do it. This is a great chance. Do it. This is the time to do it. And it's like, nah, don't do it. If you mess up, you're on Sports Center for the wrong thing. So I'm going back and forth. And then I probably crossed a 10-yard line, and I was like chickened out. And then I end up doing that pose, bro.
Good improvisation. Good improvise right there.
Oh, no, that would have been funny if you would have did that and just went all the way back. It would have been like, whoa.
So he really just running down the field talking to himself. Should I do it? Should I not?
Exactly.
Yeah,
No, that's funny.
Yeah.
So even talking, spread a moment, that you kind of tapped out on yourself on that one and just went on with the pose, which was great. So you see Trav has been doing, his own Heisman thing lately. How do you think he's been doing that? Has he been doing the Heisman pose any justice? You got any tips for him?
Well,
on how to nail that?
If there was one thing I would tell him, it would be like, after you do something special and significant, then you do it that one time, and then you just let it lay there. You know what I mean? Just let it lay there. I mean, but the thing about Trav is, he has so many splash plays or exciting plays. You know what I mean? He wants to, always let people know.
I remind you.
Yeah, I got to remind them because they, know how I get. They be talking crazy about me, but just go out there and play.
Yeah, I can dig it.
Like I just made another play. Don't forget it.
Don't forget it.
Exactly. Nah, they ain't gonna forget it, brother. You're doing stuff that people haven't seen before, so you're all right.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Who are the toughest teams or players that you have faced in college football?
Man, so let's see. Well, the toughest team was probably Ohio State because that was just our biggest rivalry, and it's just something that they bring something out of you. You know what I mean? It is what's like. I'm a huge boxing fan, so it's like it's like Ali Frazier, like you about to get the best of both of them. And it's the same way when we take the field. They're about to get our best shot. We about to get their best shot. You don't care about the records. You throw the records out the window. It is what it is when we step on that gridiron together. So Ohio State in college, then as a defensive back, man, he was pegged as the next Deion Sanders. So he went to Florida State. His name was Terrell Buckley. And T-Buck was number 27 for Florida State, and we played them early, probably after that Notre Dame game, something like that. Yeah, we played them early that year. I won the Heisman, and he started off the game with a pick. And then then after that, I scored 2 touchdowns on them, and they beat us because they had this running back Amp Lee. He had a hell of a game, but they won that game. But like I still had a fantastic game. But he was definitely, without a doubt, the best corner who I faced in college. Yeah, he was really good.
Crazy.
Yeah, man.
Big time, man.
T-Buck.
Good memory.
T-Buck.
I remember all that was around my time growing up watching y'all guys play. I used to play Madden with y'all and all this back in the day, man. I'm telling you, I remember all this stuff. Yeah, all this stuff you speaking of, it bring me back to a place.
Yeah,
man.
yes, sir. Sir. I saw you guys had my man C. Wood on the show too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a good show.
Speaking of that, man, transition over this, man, about the landscape of college football.
Uh-huh.
How do you think it's changed since it's your time at Michigan compared to now?
Well, listen, brother, I'm sitting here doing a podcast for an active student athlete. I'm actually I'm on the podcast of an act. Nothing like this ever existed, right? And
great point.
Obviously, name, image, likeness is huge. That didn't exist. The playoff. Just everything. It's such a different game now. The way that you just had such movement with conference realignment. So now it's all over the place. And we're all actually trying to get used to it, trying to get used to it on the fly. So the game, a lot has changed since I played. But I tell you what, like I was always a proponent of name, image, likeness. Like I I was out there on that limb when it wasn't popular to be out there, because I told everybody years and years ago when that whole thing went down with Reggie Bush. I remember doing TV and they said, well, don't what do you feel about this situation? Does business horrible? I said, yeah, it's horrendous, because I think USC owes Reggie Bush money. And they thought I was crazy. And this is before like clickbait or saying things to get attention. This is how I honestly felt. Because I said, well, all you have to do is open up the books. And I said, how many number 5 jerseys did USC sell before Reggie Bush wore it? Then how many number 5 jerseys have they sold since? I said, you can't do that math and tell me he did not give that jersey value. And since he gave the jersey value, he should be able to share in the profits of the jersey. It only makes great financial sense. You know what I mean? And
correct.
It wasn't that it didn't make sense, just that no one wanted to do it. And they were just used to doing things the old-fashioned way. So, but I've always been a big proponent of that. But to be honest with you, like what I was talking about then is completely different than what NIL is now, because it has turned into pay for play.
Definitely have, but not for me though, because I love football. So I don't care about that. I'm ready to go out there and play, you know.
Yeah, that's
like
evident, brother.
Yeah.
We know you love football and fishing.
Yeah, hey, that fishing. You do any fishing?
I do. So I grew up in Cleveland, so I'm used to like freshwater fishing. You know what I mean? Bass, perch.
You talking to the freshwater king right here. You're talking to the freshwater king now.
Okay, now we're gonna have to get together at some point then.
Trust me, I'm the freshwater king now. Hey, I ain't bought 2 boats for no reason.
All right, we're gonna definitely get together. Now I know you be going at it with your coach, because he's pretty he's pretty good too, right? Somebody asked me this question early. He said, well, he told me, he was like, Coach be beating you. I was like, have you ever heard him say he beat me in fishing? Have you ever heard him say it? You never heard him say it, right? Yeah.
Because I be whooping them.
Okay.
I always get the best on them.
Yeah.
But you know, that's just me. That's what I do. I'm a fishing king.
No, that's good stuff, brother.
You know, about the Heisman, speaking on that as well, man, what makes a Heisman winner stand out from the rest of the competition? Exactly. You being one, you come from it, you're a part of that cloth, which is very few get to be a part of that cloth. So can you tell us what's that really consist of? Yeah,
man, it's an exclusive fraternity. We only welcome in 1 member a year, and we like for that member to be really special, really unique. You know, for me, I've always told people the way I judge Heisman candidates is not just, what you do, but it's also who you did it against. You know what I mean? So, because you have a lot of people who pad stats against inferior opponents, but then where are you in the big game? Don't disappear in the big game. Don't let the stage get big and you start to disappear. I can't get with that. So, a lot of people, they look towards ESPN and these other networks for highlights. And then they see a highlight and they're like, oh man, like, okay, this guy's the guy. I'm like, well, who was it against? And, what were the rest of the stats looking like? So, that's just how I look at it. Because I'm a member of the fraternity, I think that I'm a little bit more critical of candidates than other voters are, which is cool. But I also think that we got way, way, way too many voters, because I don't think that they really watch the games. Like I said, I believe that a lot of them they sit back and they watch these highlights, or they look at the stat sheet. And, I mean, bro, people pad their stats against inferior opponents. So, and I ain't for all that.
Why is it?
I'm a little more critical than the average voter.
Why is that? Why is it so many voters?
I do not know. I'm always making comments like that on TV, so the people who control that and who have like the say in that can really start to look critically at that, because I think it needs to be looked at. I have no idea why they have as many voters as they do. It doesn't make any sense to me.
All right, so what do y'all do if it's just like half and half? Like who get the final say if it's just half and half? Shoot,
I mean, like, so as voters, we you get 3 people on the ballot. So you get first, second, and third. So
Okay.
so that kind of like, hopefully eliminates that. But it's crazy. The thing that people need to pay attention to really is when the Heisman show, like the winner is announced, and then they tally the votes, and then they show it by region. Like that's the most, to me, that's one of the most intriguing things to look at, to see, because then it lets you know just how dominant that person was, or it lets you know how biased some voters are. So, you look at the regions, and they're like, oh, this region, the South voted for this candidate who was from the SEC. But, this region, in the Midwest voted from this candidate who was in the Big Ten. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that. So that's always something to just keep an eye on too. Like after the announcement is made of the actual winner, and then they do like the breakdown, the tally of votes and like the percentages and things of that nature.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you ever think a defensive player will win the Heisman?
Do I ever think one will? Listen, so
Again?
obviously you guys had my man Woodson on there, and Woodson was a primarily defensive player, and he was exceptional. Like Charles was an incredible talent, and I tell you what, he was an outstanding unicorn type of talent, because he was up against Peyton Manning. Bro, like if you beat Peyton Manning and you're a defensive player,
Oh my God.
yeah, that's saying something, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know he returned punts, and he had one against Ohio State, and he played some offense, but he was primarily a defensive player, and he beat Peyton Manning, so that was huge back then. Yeah.
Dope. Man, I'm gonna ask a question, but also I want to get your perspective on something. D.
Okay, talk to me.
When I look at things, you talking about how people judge this thing, how they vote on this thing. I want to know, does this ever become a factor too? When you talking about guys, when I look at a lot of guys in these finals, right? The final of the Heisman race, this, that, and the other. And I look at Travis and I look at the other guys, I say Travis got something I know that the others don't have in common, is the fact that I would consider him a program changer. Walking to a program that, was not only just 1 in 11 before he got here, they hadn't won in a long time, like since the 90s,
Right.
at a high level. So when you taking over something like that, you can't build a program on anybody's back, on anybody's shoulders of that matter, Right. So I think, does that ever factor in the fact that, like, man, you know what? Well, all these guys like Shedeur and Trav is really that good. They were able to come around and turn around a program that nobody could breathe life into. And now that they're here on this national stage, does that even factor in? Is that a factor?
I think that if the race is really close, then you're starting to try to see things that separates one candidate from the other candidate. I think that's something that you would definitely take into consideration. And I'm gonna be 100% with you. When SID, Sports Information Directors, when they're trying to get that information out there to push their player, to encourage voters to vote for their player, then that's something that they would probably put out there to the media. You know what I mean? Because at that point, you want to give your player, every advantage that you possibly can, and you want to encourage the greatest storylines to help your candidate, garner votes, so to speak. So I understand exactly what you're saying, and that's something that the SID is pretty much the PR department, and that is something that they would do in the event that it's a really close race. But those of us who cover the sport like for a living, like closely, like Trav and I go back to Jackson State. You know what I mean? Like I remember the young man. I went down there to Jackson State and sat with Trav. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So like when you say it to me, like I already know. You dig? Yeah, I already know. Now there are other people out there who just might not, because like I said, they wait for Sports Center. And they, they look to see a stat sheet on the internet or something like that. But yeah, I know. Like I have the utmost respect for Trav just because of the decisions that he's made. Because he didn't have to go to Jackson State. So I'm not even talking about Colorado.
Right.
I could take it back to Jackson State and how he went there to
I was there
change
when that
that
bus came on campus.
program. You see what I'm saying?
I remember when that bus came on campus. You got on that bus. I remember that.
Yeah. So so for me personally, like I know that part of the journey and it's significant. Yeah.
Nah, that's major, man. So even with that, like, do you have any favorites in this Heisman race? And if so, why?
So as a voter, like I never talk about like who's like the favorite, but I think it's obvious that Trav is in pole position, and I think that Ashton Jeanty, the running back at Boise. Now that's another guy, like at Boise State, bro. Like people aren't talking about Boise State. Like that's not like a major program. It's not like he's at Michigan or at USC or at Georgia, or Alabama. You see what I'm saying? Like he's not one of those big programs. But so for his name to constantly be on the tongue of analysts, of people who cover the sport, it lets you know that he's doing something that's majorly significant, and that catches the eye of a lot of people. Now, again, because I do this for a living, I knew about Ashton Jeanty last season coming into this season. So this ain't nothing new for him. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So I would say those, those two, Trav, Ashton. Some people like to put in a quarterback, especially if you're the quarterback of the number one team in the country, like Dylan Gabriel, and I'm Cam Ward, because of like all the amazing comebacks. Like he was, he was like Captain Save a team out there for a minute until they played Georgia Tech and he couldn't save them. But people see those highlights on SportsCenter, and so it's like, yeah, this guy's amazing. He must be a Heisman candidate. Yada. So his name is in the mix. I think that if Shedeur wasn't at Colorado, because we always talk about this, when you have two like great players on the same team, like they can split votes. I mean, it is what it is, but I think that he may not be one who people are talking about right now, but shoot, he's QB1, and there's no doubt about that.
Right.
Definitely QB1.
100%.
Right.
But hey, like you said, man, they don't want my boy up there with me.
Yeah,
It's
man.
all
I would
good,
love
though.
to see him up there with you, bro. That would be great.
Yeah, I know. I wish he could be up there with me. But,
I'm gonna tell you another thing
invited,
too.
He invited.
Trav came on the show, so that's like great PR for Trav because people just fell in love with his personality. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yes,
That helps. That helps a lot
Good
too.
point. Great point.
Yeah.
Great point.
But yeah, definitely. Like you said, if Shedeur not there, he gonna be there. He gonna be sitting right next to your boy with a suit and all. So either way, he gonna be there.
Yeah.
That's my dog, man. Gotta make sure he there with
I
me.
know that's right. Yeah, I can't wait to see Grown up there.
Yes, sir. He gonna be up there smiling just like
I
me.
know that's right. Yes, sir. Yeah.
What was your biggest adjustment, going into the NFL?
Speed of the game. Yeah, the speed of the game is significant. And, now I look at it nowadays with you guys, it just seems as though because it seems like people are passing the ball more, so they're throwing it a lot more. And because they have like these 7-on-7 tournaments that, you guys can participate in, during the off season. From that standpoint, I think the skill position players are coming in college a little more prepared, and depending on the system that you're a part of in college, you may come into the NFL a little more prepared, just depending on the system and the OC that you got, because there's some guys who they don't understand the route tree, like they don't, and you can tell that they haven't been coached well. But I would say first and foremost, the speed of the game. Yeah, absolutely.
Also, too, man, you've been around a while. Like I said, you mentioned, Jackson State, and you see what's going on now in Colorado, man. What do you think of Coach Prime's impact and the way he's shaping players like Travis and other guys like that in this realm?
Yeah, it's really difficult to quantify it. It really is, because it's something like, we haven't seen in a very, very, very long time, if at all. You talked about what Colorado looked like before he got there, before Coach Prime got there. And man, the turnaround from before he got there to last season to this season has just been amazing. And the way that he's going about it too is even more impressive. So, we love watching this development, this growth. Obviously there were a lot of people who were doubters, and they didn't, they didn't see the mission. They didn't understand the vision. But yeah, Coach did, and he doesn't stray away from that at all. And then if you know Coach, then you understand what the mission is, and you understand that he's gonna live out that mission, and he's gonna keep the vision. He's not gonna let anybody deter him from what he's attempting to accomplish. So it's amazing. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing to watch. It really is.
What is one piece of advice that you wish somebody gave you going into the NFL?
Man, one piece of advice I wish someone gave me. I would say make sure that you do everything that you were doing before times 10 when you get to the NFL. That's what I would say, because you have your habits, you have things that have made you successful, and that's like your foundation. I don't think you ever stray away from it, but you still have to build upon that at the next level, and and do it like studying. Of course, you study film, but you have to do it 2 times or 5 times as much. Like whatever you were doing, you want to like double it, triple it, quadruple it at the next level.
So would that go for like recovery, even financial saving, like all that? Do more of it.
Well, today's student, today's athlete, period, especially professional athlete, but student athletes now with NIL, I think financial literacy is key. Like that's a cornerstone. If you're talking to people, I don't care if it's an agent or whatnot, like if they're not speaking to you about financial literacy, then you don't want them as a part of your team. And more importantly, this is the best advice. Always make sure people speak to you in a language where you understand what they're saying. Meaning, people can talk to you. Perfect example. Trav can talk to Coach Prime about a defense, right? Now, the average Joe can sit there and listen to them and not understand what the hell they're talking about, even though they're speaking English. Right. But they can, bring it down to a level where the average Joe can understand what they're talking about as far as this player is concerned or this defense is concerned. Does that make sense to you, Trav?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Right, so they can talk about football over the average viewer's head where they won't know what the hell they're talking about. So the same thing when it comes to like anything else that you need to have an understanding about, but you're not clear about it, especially financial literacy. I tell people, I say, listen, you're not going to offend me. Talk to me like a 6-year-old. Because at the end of the day, I need to understand what the hell you saying.
Okay, yeah.
Right.
And so, make them all. So that's probably one of the best pieces of advice I would give you. Because oftentimes we're in a situation where we don't want to appear like we're ignorant to something. So we act like we understand it. Or we may even understand some of it, but we don't have a full grasp of it. You see what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
So my thing is, no. You need to talk to me and bring this down to a level where I completely understand it. So once I walk away from you, I'm clear about what you just explained to me. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Every bit of it. Nah, thank you for that, man. Definitely need to hear that piece. And I'm pretty sure also too, man, going through, your journey in the NFL, you had some people who were really important in your career that impacted your career in a positive way. Like, who were your mentors going into the NFL and why you were in the NFL?
Man, oh man, let me see. So, like my number one mentor, I met him in college. So I met him when I was a freshman at Michigan, and we just built a lifelong bond. And his name is Greg Harden, and he was just like, man, he was that guy who was like just a blessing, just truly a blessing in my life. And so he's always stayed with me when I went through my journey, through college and then the NFL. Then once I got to the NFL, trying to think, I had some like Art Monk was a wide receiver with the Washington, at that time it was the Washington Redskins. Now they're the Washington Commanders. But Art, he was a guy who was very, positive, influential. I tell you, one of the greatest ones was Reggie White, the late, great Reggie White. I was in
Legend.
Green Bay, and Reggie was there, and I sustained a hip pointer during camp. And so I couldn't participate in camp because it's one of the more debilitating injuries, and you just can't do anything. Like, it hurts you to, like, sneeze or cough,
Dang.
Yeah. But, long story short, you go into camp, they're going to start, making, cutting down the roster after they start having preseason games. And it seemed like I was on the bubble, and I went to see counsel from the great Reggie White. And, man, that's my guy, man. I loved him. And, he gave me some good advice. He's an ordained minister, so the first thing he said was, you got to pray on it. I said, hey, Reggie, that may work for you, but I think I'm beyond prayer at this point, brother. I got to get on that field, man. So we had great
Jesus himself to come down right now and lay his hand on me.
That's my dude, man. So Reggie White, he was as great of a player that he was an even better person.
What's been your proudest accomplishment outside of football?
Oh, man, that's easy. That's my children.
Father.
My children, brother.
I knew he was going to say that. I knew he was going to say that. But, you always got to put the family in there, so that's why I asked the question.
I appreciate you asking the question. Absolutely, my man.
Sir.
Absolutely. Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you for coming on the show.
Yeah.
We appreciate it.
Thank you guys for having me, man. I appreciate this.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, man.
Cool.
Thank you. This is great.
Appreciate you coming on because you could have declined, but you still came on. So let's get into the buff breakdown where I'll be recapping our last game against Kansas and looking ahead to our upcoming game and upcoming opponent, Oklahoma State.
How are you and the team feeling heading into the game against Kansas at Arrowhead Stadium last Saturday?
We definitely felt good, but the outcome was not good. But we felt good going into the game, but we just didn't execute, man. Defense, we didn't execute as a defense. Offense, we could have did a little more. But hey, they just came to play. They outworked us, outschemed us, outplayed us.
Yeah, they were tough. I ain't gonna lie. I don't even want to talk about it, but it's okay. I'll get over it. I'm moving on this week. But I guess prior to the game, man, Kansas DB Cobee Bryant had some things to say about you. I'm not gonna lie, I've been waiting. I marked this on my notes. I already know this is the game I've been wanting all season. Yeah, this is gonna be the game. How did you take that when you heard that?
He's just trying to give us self-confidence. It's just self-confidence. But I would never say that to the media before a game because you don't know how your opponent is. Right. Like we seen, I was a silent killer out there going to work. But I felt like I could have did more on the field. I could have. I think I know struck fear in their heart. They were scared to come up and guard me. They always had to try to roll another person over top. Even on the play that I scored on them. They trying to say he was in zone, but if you actually look at the formation and what they was playing, he messed up the coverage. They wasn't in zone. And before the snap, I knew they wasn't in zone. He tried to have the safety come over and help, but, Shedeur, what he do, he looked the safety off, run the safety from over top of me. And when he looked back, just threw the ball to me, I was wide open. And we also called that play.
Y'all called that play?
Yeah, me and Shedeur called that play. We're not scared of nobody. We going right at you. You're going to talk, you got to show us. But, yeah. He messed up the coverage. He was trying to jump stuff, trying to play like he was in cover 2, which he wasn't. I ran right past him. Yeah. And got in the end zone. But, I don't take that as no disrespect. You're just trying to give us self-confidence, which I respect.
Respect. I get it. All right. Let's get into some highlights from the game, man. To start off, were 2 viral plays involving the referee that directly impacted you.
Yeah. Right. The referees, I don't know, bro. I don't know what they be saying, but, hey. Game over with. He can't go back and change it. We can't change nothing about it. So I just let them have it at this point. They got it. They picked up the flag that they threw. First we're gonna talk about how they not throw a flag on me on the third down. The first third down of the game.
He almost wearing your jersey. He ripped it off you and put it on him.
Come on now. But hey, sometimes you just gotta fight through adversity, and that's what I was thinking the whole time. So like, you know, I just gotta fight against adversity, just keep going. So it really didn't mess with me, but looking at it, it's like, God dang, you really didn't call that?
Yeah,
it's crazy.
And he was looking right at it.
He was looking right at it the whole
right
time. So you tell me you ain't see that?
Yeah.
But you know, as soon as we did something, you best believe we got that flag.
Man.
Sometimes you got to play against the ref and the opponent. So
yeah, that was a bad officiating crew. I ain't
yeah, that
lying.
was definitely bad.
I almost
you know?
killed my quarterback. I was
They
furious.
They done flipped Shedeur. It went below the knees. You know, they picked up the flag that they threw, which was kind of crazy.
One of the worst hits I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Blatant.
That boy folded into a pretzel.
Yeah. Then
Feet to the ceiling.
and for my dog that had a mental toughness to get back and throw a touchdown on that same drive. I don't know how he did it, but he did it. Then after that, they stomping on him, pushing his head in the ground, falling on. Oh man,
nah, they was just playing dirty the whole game. You know, the referees just letting it happen. But as soon as we respond, we do something, flag coming out.
Yeah.
But hey, we can't be the referees of the game too, and we can't tell the committee what to do to the referees. We can't tell them, you know, fire those referees or take their license.
Man, speaking of the referee, man, didn't the referee block you?
Yeah, I definitely got blocked. That boy ran right at me. You supposed to be in the middle of the field. How do you get towards the sideline?
I know I wasn't tripping. I was like, wait, Trav fell. I'm like, the referee just kind of hit him a little hip check or something.
Bro, he ran right at me. Like, bro, what are you doing? Go to the middle of the field. How are you even over there? Like I said, bro, you just got to fight through adversity. You know, I got up and just next play.
In the second quarter, man, Shedeur threw a short pass to you in which you ran for a 51-yard touchdown. Take us through that. Did you call that play, or how did that come about?
No, we definitely knew what we was doing. You know, Coach Prime told them they want to talk. We're going right at them. First play of the game. That's what we did the first play of the game. And I told Coach, it's open. Just we gotta get back to it. Once everybody executed it, and 51 yards later, touchdown.
Yeah.
So we definitely stuck with the play. You know, Coach Brown wanted to get me the ball early to put a statement because I'm capable of, you know, rising to the big lights. You know, shining under the lights.
Yeah.
You know, I love that. It's something in me that just get me right. I be like, oh, let's go.
Yeah.
Ready.
Yeah. You live for the moments.
I live for that moment. I live for those moments. So, you know, you give me the balls, it's always going to be something good going to come out of that.
And it's crazy because all of us be on the side like, man, because Coach Corey Phillips, I got to give him credit. Right before, how do I, Corey said, touchdown to Trav. And like 2 seconds later, and you running down the field and Corey yelling, I told you. And you still got 30 yards left to go. I told you.
Yeah, once I'm going, you're not catching me.
And then you still managed to do the Jabbawockeez celebration for about 5 seconds before the referee was hating on you, bro.
Bro, they were hating, bro. He jacked me up too.
Referee was hating.
Like, come on, they gotta do something about that, bro. He put his whole, bro. That dude jacked me up. I'm trying to move. He's still chanting ink on me, bro. Leave me alone.
Yeah, he ain't want to let you get loose. You was about to get loose. He ain't want to let it happen.
I'm telling you, but I don't know what the referees be doing. Like, y'all be hating on me when I celebrate, but when somebody else celebrate, you don't care.
Right.
Like, bro, let me get my TV time. Get out the way.
Bro,
game ain't about you.
Been dancing all year long. Now all of a sudden you want to play.
All of a sudden you want to come jack
Debo.
me up. You want to be deep. Hey, what? Friday at the Nets. When you grab both of them, it's like
Damon.
You
want to be?
You want to be Damon all of a sudden. He grab me.
Get your out of here.
Like, bro, leave me alone, bro. He was strong though. I ain't gonna lie, that referee was strong. You got it, my boy. I do not want to fight.
Yeah, he was at 24-hour fitness waiting on that moment.
Boy, he was waiting on that. Boy,
soon as Travis dance, I'm gonna jack him up.
He out there lifting weights before the game.
Before the game, yeah.
God,
I'm gonna get him. I know he gonna score today. I'm gonna get it.
But he did not want to. But he jacked me up, bro. That's every time I score, bro. They always come over there. You ain't getting this one off, boy.
Oh yeah,
Like,
they be hating.
But
man, well, you know what I'm saying? We just talked, we talked about how Shedeur took that vicious late hit, man, and how he stayed in the game and threw the 19-yard touchdown to Draylon Miller after that, man.
Yeah.
How was that? In your mind, did you see what happened? Or you probably running routes. You probably didn't get a chance.
what happened in the game when Shedeur got hit?
When he got flipped.
No, I did not see that boy get flipped. I just seen him not get up.
Right.
I was running around trying to get open.
Right.
He was rolling out. So
I don't think nobody really seen it because I'm looking at the pass. And then
I look back, all I seen.
Then I look back, and he was like laid out. I'm like, what happened? Yeah. Then I later seen it on Twitter. I'm like, oh no, that's bad.
Yeah, that was bad.
So you end up finish the game with 8 catches and 125 yards, 2 touchdowns, 7 tackles, 1 pass deflection, which I almost thought you had.
How many tackles I had? 7.
7.
Oh, that's too many targets. You know they was
Yeah,
going
you know what?
crazy.
You're right. You know they were getting loose out there.
Yeah, they was going crazy.
And the interception, I thought you don't know how you closed on that ball. Nobody else in the country is getting to that ball, but you almost came up with that one. I don't know
If he
how you
would
feel
have
about
threw
the
the ball up just a little bit more, bro, I would have caught the ball. The
got
ground
both
was
hands.
too close.
Yeah,
I ain't have no time to like grab the ball and like I couldn't do that.
Right.
And I couldn't get my left hand on the ball. I just got my right hand on it and it just I tried to squeeze and I think it's phew. I said, no. I almost had another interception. I needed that.
but when he threw the ball, dude was open.
No, he wasn't.
He was open.
No, he wasn't.
And then when the ball released his hand, all of a sudden he wasn't open no more. Like he was open.
He was never open. That's why.
I seen it. I got the idea what he was trying to do.
I needed one target. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Let me get a target, bro.
I always say, look, I told him the other day, man, give him 10 targets a game, man. Let's keep it real. Give him 10 targets a game. Let's see how that work out for you.
Well, he threw that, bro. I knew exactly what he was running to, bro. I just, phew, as soon as I seen him take off, yeah, did the turn that I needed him to do. Drop.
It was there. It was almost there.
Dang, bro. I would have picked, if I would have picked that off, I was to the house, to the crib. Not catching me. But I dropped the ball, so it don't really matter.
Okay, well, you might have dropped that one, but it's not many that you do drop. So with you becoming just the second player with 10 receiving touchdowns and multiple defensive interceptions in the same season since at least like 1980.
How many years
Like,
that is from now?
Who? 90, 2010, 2020. Like 45 years almost.
That's 40 years?
Yeah, like 44
That was a record
years.
40 years ago?
Yeah, like 44
Oh, I didn't even know
years
that was a
ago.
thing.
I wasn't even born. You weren't born.
My daddy wasn't even born. That's the crazy part.
That's a long time.
That's
bro.
a long time.
What does that mean to you?
I'm not breaking records. I'm making them, bro. So
Yeah.
I just want to let people know, man, I'm making them, bro. I'm making the records. I don't care about that.
Yeah. Yeah. Even after stuff staying that long, it's pretty much you rewriting history at this point.
I ain't rewriting it. I'm writing it.
Yeah. Pretty much. Saying you giving history it's a new meaning. By the time you're done with it, it's gonna be something different.
Yeah. Hopefully it's another player come after me though, bro. Hopefully. Hopefully it's another player that can come out.
Hopefully.
Oh,
That's
no,
a big hope. That's a big ass.
They might not be able to do it to a certain extent, but like hopefully there's another player that come out. At least give me like 30 plays on the opposite side.
Yeah.
I know you ain't gonna be able to do the full 60, 70. Yeah. But like still though, like that would be crazy. I don't think no other coach gonna let them do
I'm
that.
about to say a lot of factors go into that outside of them being able to do it, and also having a coach that allows you to do it.
Yeah. I don't think any coach gonna allow them to do it because hey, if I would have went to any other school, definitely would be doing it.
Right. Right. I'm glad nobody got a chance to rob us of this good history we get to witness right now.
They trying to rob us.
Oh, you ain't lying. Yeah, you ain't lying about that. That's a whole nother conversation right
They
there.
trying to rob us in broad daylight.
Bruh.
They trying to rob us in broad daylight, man.
Straight jack moves. Some moves don't even make no sense.
Boot gang. They trying to rob us, bro. But hey,
But like you said,
I just want to know. People always tell me I'm not top 10, top 5, you know, in any of my categories. But you gotta understand, on defense, I can't be top 10.
because they're not throwing at you.
I don't get, bro. They don't throw the ball at me,
It's
bro.
common sense.
Like, what can I do? What else can I do?
Common sense. You basically taking away one side of the field.
If I lock down your main receiver and you don't throw the ball to him, bro,
yeah.
there's nothing else I can do, bro.
Right.
I'm sorry to tell y'all. I can't be top 10 if I'm not getting targeted.
Right. Still.
Everybody know that. Like,
you-
it's impossible to get stacks if you just on the field and they don't want to come towards you.
Correct.
That's why I got 1,000 yards at receiving.
And that's why I say the only solution to it, just give him 10 targets a game, QB. Come on, man.
Bro, it's
For the
not
rest of the season, give him 10 targets. At least 10.
It's not gonna happen. But you know, people like Mr. Howard said, you know, they just try to look at stats.
Right. Look at impact.
Look at
Stats is one thing. Look at the impact.
Look at the impact. Stats ain't there because I don't get targeted.
When your quarterback target you, it's like you're always open. When other quarterback target you, they're never open.
Yeah. So,
Impact.
but yeah, bro, please stop hating, bro. I'm a nice guy. You know, all positive energy.
Right.
Like all the haters, bro. I'll sign a jersey for you, bro. Please just stop hating.
Wait. Now that you say that, let's talk about how nice how you are. We took a loss. You lost the game. But you're winning in life because even after that, you still went viral for heading to the sideline to sign some jerseys and take pictures Like, what compels you to do that regardless of the game's outcome? Like, your first thing, the clock hit 0, you knew one thing, man. Them kids behind you screaming, Travis.
Yeah.
And you instantly like, okay, damn,
Yeah,
we just lost, but let me go take care of that.
Yeah, I do that because, that might be the last time they ever come see me play. And that might be a moment that they remember. That's going to be a moment they remember forever. So, like, I try to, you came out and show me support, so I'm going to do my best to go sign. You bought my jersey. Let me go do my best to sign every jersey that I see or every sign that I see. I try to do my best with that. It'd be a lot of kids out there, so I don't want the kids to be disappointed. Or like, I came to see Travis and he ain't signed my jersey. He seen this jersey and he ain't signed it.
Right.
So, like, I try to sign every jersey that I see on my way going in. But I also walked around the whole stadium.
Yeah.
I just ain't do one part of the stadium. I walked around the whole stadium where all the fans were.
Right.
And, I signed every jersey that I seen that was my jersey. So I try to help them out the most I can. That might be the last time they ever see me play, and I want them to remember it forever.
Yeah, no, that's good for people like me too. Cause I'm sad, I'm ever like disappointed, and I see you, and so I instantly got to know, man. Let me go and capture this just in case anybody else captures. So I got to snap out of my feelings and go into cameraman mode just in case,
Yeah,
and another clip that was pretty cool. That was funny. I know you probably seen it when the guy had the Kansas cap on. And then when they seen you, his dad hurried and said, "Oh no, take that cap off."
Hold on, brother. Take that off.
His Colorado cap right here. You signed it.
Yeah, I definitely seen that. I seen it in a moment, but like I said, bro, he's just a kid. His dad probably just made him be a Kansas fan. You don't know that,
Right?
I probably be his favorite player.
Correct.
But the Kansas ended up winning. That's his dad's favorite team, so he just put it on as they were winning.
Yeah,
so, man, I just try to help out all the kids.
Nah, that's dope.
Everybody that I can help out, man. They came out to support me, so I try to, send them back home with a little present.
At the end of the game, Coach Brown said the team was intoxicated with success. What did that mean to you?
We was just too, I ain't gonna say high, but we was just too excited for where we was. We was excited, to be winning, having a winning record. We were satisfied with being successful. You can't be satisfied with being successful. Continue to go be successful, and that's what it meant to me, man. We got to keep playing. We can't let we let the media get to us, telling us, "Oh, you went out, you win the Big 12 championship." Nah, we need to just go play.
Right.
We ain't got to worry about that. Let's go play. Go play football. Still got a game in front of us to go play. Which we got one regular season game left, and then bowl game. Hopefully we get to the Big 12 championship. But if not, hey, I feel like I still had a good season with my guys. We played good, did all we could do. So
still got a chance to have a 10-win season.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Definitely still have a chance.
Got a
after
chance
going
to
from
win 10
4 and 8.
Right.
But yeah, definitely still have a chance to go 10-win season. So we just got to keep balling, keep winning.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, moving forward to this week in other news. Last week you asked about your NFL future, saying that's definitely for sure.
Yeah.
Since we are at your last regular season game, what has this last season meant to you?
Last season meant a lot, man. This is my last season being able to play with Coach Prime. Crazy, man. He took a chance on me. I took a chance on him. And the rest of the team and the coaches. I took a chance with them. They took a chance with me. And you can see the outcome, man. It's been crazy. Me and Coach Prime gonna have that bond forever. Every time I'm off, I'm probably gonna be with him. So, it means a lot to me. But I gotta keep climbing my mountain, keep going to the bigger goal.
Bro, this thing went by fast, Trav.
Yeah, 3 years went by.
Like, I remember you at Jackson State Homecoming on a visit, bro. Like, that's how fast this thing just went by.
3 years that definitely went by fast. I matured way more. I was mature when I first came to college, but definitely mature way more.
It's dope though to watch y'all grow like this, man. Time waits for no man. You just got to keep growing and keep evolving, man. Okay. And also last week, Coach Prime held a press conference where he told the media that you should win every award out there. Even a Prime Award should be made for the best cornerback in college football. Explain to us how much his support and his campaign means to you.
It definitely means a lot because I know he definitely got a lot of say-so around it, in the sports because of what he did in his prime and what he doing for the kids now and for players like me. But, it's a lot of people out there that don't like him, So I understand that, and I know that could affect some of the awards that I win and some of the awards I don't win. But at the same time, man, I can play football. Award is either they gonna pick me or they not. So I'm not planning to be picked. I'm going out to dominate, do what I do best. If I end up getting an award, okay, cool. But if I don't, I just don't get it. It's going to hurt. But at the same time, man, I don't play football for the awards. I play because I love it.
Right. I'm glad you got that mindset, man, because I was highly pissed earlier when
I was doing Jim Thorpe.
The Thorpe Award, like, come on, bro. Like, man, what are we doing at this point, man? That's just, sometimes some people got to be able to have someone who can step in and say, man, this makes no sense. This is just straight diabolical.
Sometimes it's just common sense that don't be common sense.
Yeah.
Because you put me on the best defensive award, best defensive player award, and then don't put me on the Thorpe Award when I play corner.
Yeah.
How can a corner win the best defensive player of the year?
Yeah.
And not be on a cornerback award? So it really doesn't make sense. It don't make no sense at all if I'm being completely honest. How can I win that award? So I know I definitely got no shot of winning the defensive player of the year award because I'm not even on the Thorpe Award. How am I supposed to trust the committees? How am I supposed to be like, oh yeah, I might win defensive player of the year if I ain't even on the best corner award?
Because maybe that committee got people with sense.
Yeah, but also how could you win it still if you're not on the cornerback award, which is your position? That makes no sense to me.
Trust me, brother, you didn't get it wrong. They did.
That's like me being on the best offensive player award and not being on the Bentley, and I play receiver.
Right.
How can I win the offensive player of the year award if I'm not even best at my position? That makes no sense.
Again, you got it right. They got it wrong.
Hey, man, I let them have it, man. Like I said, they either going to choose me or they not. Right. I'm going to keep playing, do the same thing I've been doing, grinding and going hard and being Travis Hunter.
Man, and speaking of even the kids, transition over to your teammates, man, several of your teammates were accepted to play in the East-West Shrine Bowl. Mm-hmm. How proud of them are you? And I'm curious on your decision to play in it or not. Like, I'm pretty sure they would love to have you there, but
no, sir. When the season over, Travis is gone. Not gonna be nowhere found. Nah, I'll be found though. Yeah, I'll be screaming, doing what I do.
I know you're gonna go support them.
I'm proud of my dogs, man.
They're gonna be right up the street from you.
Oh yeah, they're gonna be up the street. Yeah, I'll definitely be there. Yeah, I'll definitely be there. Supporting the guys. But yeah, it is definitely. I'm definitely proud of them. We worked hard this offseason, man. Hey, nobody believed in us but ourselves. So we. 10 times that intensity in the offseason, boy. We was out there going crazy.
Man.
Yeah. It was offseason like never before, boy. We was out there doing everything. Sometimes we didn't get home till late. But guess what? It got us.
Man, speaking of that, all that offseason training, everything y'all put into it, this Friday we get to watch you into another chapter. So this will be your last game ever playing at Folsom Field. What do you think that would feel like? And what message do you want to tell all the fans who will be there?
I love our fans. It's football. I'm definitely going to be excited. I might not ever get a stance like that again. Every game is sold out. Yeah. And it's packing, it's loud. Yeah. Hearing them chant, Heisman, Travis, Hunter. Yeah. I might not ever get that again, so I'm definitely going to be happy. Our fans is crazy. I hope they come up to the pop-up shop, pull up to the pop-up shop. Yeah. It's probably going to be the last time y'all get to see me in Boulder. It might be the last time I do something here. But, yeah, I just hope they have a fun time, a good time. We only get a certain amount of hours that day to, interact with each other. So I hope they have a good time. It'd be a great time, Might not be a long time.
Yeah.
But, we still have fun. It's going to be a good time. We still have fun, Keep supporting. I'm definitely going to still be supporting from wherever team I go to or wherever team I get drafted to.
So pop-up shop right after the game?
Yeah, pop-up shop right after the game. Make sure you be there. I will stay there and sign every single jersey.
There you
I will
go.
stay there and sign every single jersey.
So
I don't care.
You better get there.
I would definitely stay there, man. When my last time seeing you, I was like, I don't care if I'm asleep signing. I'm going to be there signing. So.
Okay. There you go. Y'all better get there.
Yes, sir.
So you and the team look forward to finishing the season strong. What's your game plan and mindset heading to this matchup against Oklahoma State?
We need
a must-win, especially with some championship eligibility on the line. What we doing?
Yeah, we also got to, we got to continue the ball, bro. We got to come out and play better, way better. Like I said, the previous game before, we didn't play our best game, and it caught up to us. We didn't play our best game versus Kansas. He's still eating his candy. But we ain't play the best game versus Kansas. We ain't play the best game versus Kansas, the week before. Who we play?
Utah?
We played Utah. We didn't play our best game. I felt like we didn't play our best game, and it came to hunt us because we didn't play our best game versus Kansas. But now that I know we didn't play our best game versus Kansas, I know the team and the guys going to come out with a different type of mindset. So we got to go out there and play Colorado football. I don't like saying that no more because we keep losing every time, or we do bad every time I say we need to go play Colorado football. We need to go out there and play football. Go out there and be special, be great. Perform. The coaches set us up right, got us prepared. So we got to go out there and execute.
Mm-hmm. Play winning football.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. We're going to handle that. It's the day after Thanksgiving. So speaking of Thanksgiving is this week. What are 3 things that you're thankful
for? My girl, my family, and to be God. Yes. I was about to say to be alive, but yeah, definitely God, my girl, family.
I could agree with those. Not bad.
And when I mean family, I mean everybody in my circle. You could be friends, stuff like that, Just having everybody in my circle, I'm thankful for all of them. Now, I call them family because you're in my circle, so you got to be like family.
There you go. Ain't got to be blood to be family now.
What's 3 things you thankful for?
Man, like you say, God, family, my son, parent, and you, brother, man. You got me along the journey with you, brother.
3 things. I said 4.
I'm just extra thankful. I'm extra thankful. Bro, I got a lot that I could be grateful for. Every day I'm just grateful, bro.
But I said 3.
He said 3. I was going to keep going.
I could have said 10.
I was going to keep going.
In your opinion, what is the best Thanksgiving plate?
I'm not a big turkey guy, but I love my cornbread dressing, my stuffing, with the cranberry sauce. That's my favorite. I got to have it.
Just give me collard greens, rice, and mac and cheese with some cornbread.
Oh, yeah, you big eating.
Hey, I'm going to set my whole Thanksgiving. I don't care about nothing else, bro.
Nothing else.
Just go in and give me that rice, that collard greens, mac and cheese, and cornbread, boy, with some fried chicken on the side. And I'm good.
So the turkey overrated, I'm guessing.
Turkey definitely overrated. I don't care about turkey. I eat turkey every day.
Me either. I'm saying here, bro.
Nobody want to cook collard greens every day. And mac and cheese.
Right.
So when it's time, I'm about to go crazy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. All right, here we go. I want to talk about my GM, man, my general manager over here. It was Leanna's birthday earlier this week. How did y'all get to celebrate?
Did not celebrate with her. She ain't back until tomorrow. I ain't get to celebrate with her, but I definitely sent her on a trip, a girl's trip. It's 4 of them. They went to Cabo, Mexico. Having fun right now. Everything's set up. Make sure everything was good. She got everything.
I seen she walked into some big time surprises from her man.
Yeah, definitely walked into some big time surprises.
My man.
Her room was good. She went on she got a massage when she first got there. Mm-hmm. Dinner at 8:00 every night. Mm-hmm. Yesterday she had a yacht party.
Yeah.
She had a yacht party. I ain't never been on a yacht before, so hopefully my birthday I get to go on a yacht.
Yeah.
No, I'm playing. As long as I go fishing, I'm cool. But yeah, she went on a yacht party with her friends. There's 4 of them. One of her friends, they both share the same birthday, so
dope.
That was good for both of them. They got out, did what they had to do, make sure they was good. Today she took a cooking class with her friends. They all went cooking class. They also, right now, I think they either riding camels or ATV riding.
Well, you did it big.
Yeah, I know she had camel riding first and then ATV riding, and then she got another dinner tonight at 8. So yeah.
Y'all hear that? my dog sent out on her birthday, right?
Yeah, she definitely she set up right. Then when she come back, I'm gonna give her all her gifts. I kept the gifts home, so when she come back, she has something to open still.
And she still got gifts she coming home to.
Still got gifts she coming home to. It's about probably like 12 gifts. 12, something around that area. But yeah, she still got something, going to open.
Yeah, Trav go hard behind his fiance. So look, so everybody in the world, that's how you treat your lady. Look, see how y'all can't have a Travis Hunter he's taking. But his big bro over here is single. So, you know what I'm saying? So he do his thing. What you think we birds of a feather flock together. That's all I'm going to say. Holla at your boy.
Nah. That's another episode of Travis Hunter Show. Thank you to Desmond Howard and my co-host Bud for joining me this week. Check us out every Wednesday on YouTube. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow us on TikTok and Instagram at Travis Hunter Show. See you next time on Travis Hunter Show, powered by Overtime.